Give y'all a couple minutes to get in here, as I always do. Let's... Hey, Dundada. How y'all doing? Welcome, welcome. Come on in and say hello. Don't be rude. Make sure y'all speak when y'all coming on through. Hit that like button. Subscribe, turn the notification bells on. Tap in with your ancestors, angels, spirit guides. Ask them for a message. Grab your snacks, grab your drinks, grab your fumar, if that's what you're into. Thank you. Hi, Kelly. Okay. Cards are shuffled. Give y'all one more minute to get comfortable, get ready, get your notebook, get your snacks, get your tings. And get your blankie. Whatever you need to tap in, get that. I like this incense over here. Shh, 12 seconds, guys. Timestamps will be in the comments. All right, what's up, girl, boyfriend, they, them? How y'all doing? Well, I hope. It is your girl, Sid from Savvy Sentient, and welcome to your September 2025 general reading. Which signs? We don't know yet. All right, if you all are new here, hello and welcome. If you are not new, welcome back. Please make sure that you do the things like, share, subscribe, say hello in the comments below. If you all are looking for personal readings, you can book at SavvySentient.com. That is the only place that you can book. I will never reach out. I will never be in the comments soliciting readings. I will never try to get you to contact me on a WhatsApp. I do not have a WhatsApp. I do not have a WhatsApp. I do not have a WhatsApp. Anyone contacting you in these weird scammerish ways are scamming indeed. So trust that. Trust that you know what you know, okay? Because I don't even get down like that. All right, so let's go ahead and get into the reading. The way that these readings work, you can watch them for your sun, your moon, rising, Venus, north node placements. If you have a stellium in the element that I choose, you can watch for that stellium, or if you just nosy as hell and you want to cross watch, you can cross watch too. All right, so Spirit, speak to me, speak through me. What element are we reading for today? We already did air. It's already on the channel. So Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius is already on the channel. And today we are reading for the water signs. We got that Four of Cups. All right, so Pisces, Scorpio, and Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, North Node placements, stelliums in any of those signs, and cross-watching for any of those signs. All right, so we'll do Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, because I love doing Scorpio last because their energy gets a little dark. And let's get into the general message for those placements. All right, Spirit, speak to me, speak through me. What is the overall energy of this reading for my collective tonight? Oh, yeah. Definitely an eclipse happening tonight. So I'm so glad that I got to do these readings tonight. All right. What is the overall energy, Spirit, of this reading for my collective here? We have the Emperor. So the Emperor is divine masculine energy. This is entrepreneur energy, big zeddy energy, making order out of chaos. All right, this is the energy of provision, being a provider, taking care. At the bottom of the deck, yo, we got the Four of Cups coming out again. So the overall energy is the Emperor with the Four of Cups, but when I was choosing the element, the Four of Cups came in. So water signs, there may be something that you all are not very happy about as far as your life is concerned. Some of you all may be having some issues with a divine masculine or your own internal divine masculine energy. There may be some discontentment with how life is working out for you right now. There may be an issue with trying to make something work in your favor or trying to structure something, and you're just like dissatisfied with the results of your effort. Okay, so let's see what this is about. Okay, what is this first message, Spirit, for my water sign collective? What's going on here with the water signs? Yeah. What is this? Yeah, exactly what I said. Some of y'all are really stressed out or overwhelmed. I just heard overcome with grief. That some type of offer that you're trying to make or wanting to make, I feel like you're not getting the results. That you may have wanted a new cycle with someone. Damn. I don't know what that was. But anyways, I just dropped something. Sorry, Hazel, if I hit you. Tell me about this Wheel of Fortune. Like, there's an offer that you're waiting on, or an offer that you've made or wanting to make, but I feel like there's some doubt about the offer. Queen of Wands, divine masculine. You all may be trying to take a cup to someone you've already had a cycle with, and this cycle, or this person, this feminine energy, Queen of Cups, may not be too happy with you. Because Queen of Wands in the reverse, while she can be fiery and like sassy and like super confident, hot girl type energy, in the reverse like that, it's given that she's pissed off. She even shows up as a bumblebee in this deck. So I feel like there's a conversation or some type of offer that you want to make to this Queen of Wands, but you're concerned that you might get stung. You're concerned that you might be stung. Hangman is at the bottom of the deck, Pisces energy. I kind of feel like you all were in separation, and the time that you've spent in suspended animation has like highlighted a lot of things for you. Maybe opened your eyes to a lot of things concerning this feminine. But now that you know what you know, it's like, well, the feminine even allow you to have that conversation with her because she's pissed. So I feel like the previous cycle probably didn't go the way that it needed to go, or the way that you hoped it would go, or the way that she hoped it would go. And now you're like, well, I have something to say now. I have seen the light. The things are different now, and I want to have a conversation with you. And tread lightly, because this feminine, she's probably gonna sting your ass. So yeah, there's definitely some type of conversation, some type of offer that is wanting to be made, whether you're the feminine or whether you're the masculine. There is an offer that's wanting to be made to the feminine, but the masculine is hesitant about doing so because of what the outcome may be, or the sting that they may receive. Hazel, I need you to stop moving this thing. Thank you. All right, what's the next message? Page of Wands. Two of Cups. What is it about the energy that we're in right now? Because the air signs also were getting love messages. You have the Page of Wands, Two of Cups, and the Sun. Y'all want to explore this connection again, because this person is someone who you feel is like your happiness, your freedom, your everything. Like, this person is life to you. Page of Wands with the Two of Cups. Clarify that for me. King of Coins. But someone in this equation wasn't on the up and up. They weren't as honest as they should have been. They were not forthcoming as they should have been. Okay. So this is why the Queen of Wands is over here in the reverse. Pissed off. Pissed off. Pissed off. Okay. Tell me about the Sun card. Yeah. Like, you see the light now. You understand that this person is your justice. You understand. Some of you all want to make things right with the Justice card showing up. You see the error of your ways and you want to make things right. Or whoever the masculine is, they want to make things right. They know that they didn't navigate the situation in the way that they should have. Let's see who's getting blocked today. What's up, Aries? Y'all my favorite. Don't tell nobody else. I don't want nobody getting jealous. Johnny, that's not a compliment. Be respectful. All right, what is the last message here? Queen of Swords. Somebody in the equation, maybe both, has learned from the past, but the Queen of Swords is a divorced queen, so this does feel like past energy that I'm speaking about. It feels like a reflection on the past that one or both of you all, one or both of you all are like, you already, it's like, I want to say the chapter is closed, even though I don't think that one or both of you wants it to be. But like, the lessons have been learned, understanding has been gained, but I just feel like somebody is still holding on to the chapter. They're still holding on to what was. Okay. Now the Queen of Swords, like I said, is the divorced queen. Shows up with success, victory, recognition. And the Queen of Wands in the upright this time. So what it's giving is that this relationship, the feminine energy in this relationship was really put through it by the masculine. Okay. The masculine wasn't really on the up and up, wasn't forthright, wasn't forthcoming with information, maybe didn't necessarily treat the feminine in the way that she should have been treated. They didn't treat her in the way that she was worth. They didn't recognize her worth. But at this point in time, she has recognized her own worth, because now she's sitting in the upright. She's remembering who the fuck she is. She's remembering that she's powerful, that she's beautiful, that she's deserving, that she's abundant. And she's learned from the lessons of the past. She's learned from the mistreatment of the divine masculine. So I think that's why it's hard to break through to her. If you're wanting to have a conversation with this feminine energy, or if you identify as the divine feminine, you have already learned the lessons. You have already closed the chapter. You have already elevated in some way, shape, or form. You have already remembered who you are, and you have decided that you want more, that you deserve more, that you won't settle for less, that you won't settle for what you had in this previous cycle with this person. And it's like this other person also realizes these things, but it's too late. The damage has been done. Okay. Okay, so let's clarify a little bit, not that I need to. Clarify the Queen of Wands, Queen of Swords with the Six of Wands, Knight of Coins. Yeah, this person though, this masculine energy, I feel is still trying to come towards you. It feels like they want to take a risk, but they are very worried. They're showing up as the King of Wands. You're showing up as the Queen of Wands, so that would be counterpart. Nine of Swords, worrying, losing sleep, stressed out with the Judgment card, wanting renewal, but they're afraid of the judgment. They're afraid of this energy here, Queen of Swords, coming across them with that sword. The feminine energy in this equation could have a very sharp tongue. The way that they speak, even if they're right, can come across just so like cutting, like searing into your soul. Like the feminine energy just has a way about her. And it's not that it's wrong, and it's not that it's like off-putting or anything. Like, I feel like it's very right. And I feel that that's what the masculine is afraid of. That the divine feminine is going to come through with some type of cutting truth that they can't deny. But for whatever reason, they're afraid to hear it, to know it. This could be hearing the divine feminine. They're afraid of hearing the divine feminine say that it is actually over. These are the reasons why. And I don't feel like it's something that they don't know. Like, you know why it's over. But it's like hearing the divine feminine say it. It's like the nail, the last nail in the casket. It's like hearing the divine feminine say it makes it true, even though it was true long before she said anything. But it's like it makes it final. And that's what the divine masculine is afraid of, the final rejection. Okay, so let's go ahead and get into the individual signs and see what this is all about. Yeah. Gravity. Gravity. All right, so coming up first, primera. The first sign is going to be Cancer. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, North Node placements. And those of you all who are cross-watching for Cancer placements, okay? So let's go ahead and see what's going on there. We're going to put y'all at 2130. All right, Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, North Node placements, stelliums, and cross-watchers. Tell me about the recent past for the Cancer collective. Let's get in their business. What happened in the recent past? Something in reverse. Ooh. All right, tell me about the present. What's happening here in the present? Remember that time is not linear, and that some of these things haven't happened yet, may be happening in a different time that I'm calling. Okay, like the future, it could be happening right now when I start reading about the future. So just take it as it resonates. Okay, I feel like I need more cards. Tell me about that recent past. Tell me about the recent past, Spirit, for the Cancer collective. Okay, tell me about the present. All right, and the near future for the Cancer collective. Near future. Okay. Whoa. Whoa. So remember that cutting communication that I was talking about? Remember how I was talking about the divine feminine having that sharp ass tongue? The energy at the bottom of the deck is the Ace of Swords. The Ace of Swords is the double-edged sword. All right, so there may be some type of communication for sure. All right, somebody is single with the Nine of Pentacles, and they're restless about it. They're losing sleep about it. They're this Cancer, somebody is upset that you are single, and they are recounting the heartache, or you're recounting the heartache, but somebody is like replaying it in their mind. This is why they're losing sleep. This person does want a new beginning. Maybe they tried to have a new beginning with you because this is the recent past, but somebody somebody doesn't want you single. And I feel like it's because they know that if you are single, you won't be single long. They feel like you're such a commodity. They feel like you're so sought after, even if you don't feel like this, even if you have no options, even if your phone is dry as fuck. This is how this person feels about you. They're like, if I do not get Cancer back, if I do not lock in with Cancer, somebody is going to take them from me. Okay, so this person has been wanting a new opportunity with you. Yeah, Ten of Swords in the reverse. They do not want it to end in the present position. Magician and the King of Pentacles are trying to manifest something with you that's stable, that's long-term, okay, with the Magician and the King of Pentacles. Ten of Swords, they want this ending to be undone. They do not want this to be over. I feel like there is some regret about the way that you were treated. But I feel like in the near future, you actually block this person with the Two of Pentacles. I'm sorry, the Two of Swords with the Seven of Pentacles. I feel like you become quite content with the idea of having this person blocked or stepping away from this person, because for you, the math don't math. It's not worth it to you to give this person another try. It's not worth it to go back through what you just went through with them. You were not happy. You were not satisfied. Okay. Hey, Bookie. All right, so let's clarify the recent past. With them being unhappy with you being single and wanting a new beginning. Wanting a new beginning. There goes that Judgment card. They wanted a rebirth. They wanted your forgiveness. They wanted a second chance. They wanted to come back around. So that's that. Like, that's clarified, straightforward. They wanted to be over. Ten of Swords in the reverse. They want to undo the pain. They may be coming through with an apology. They may be coming through with gifts as well, because we have the Magician and the King of Pentacles. So some of them may be trying to feel like they can buy you. I don't know why very specifically. I'm getting Capricorn energy. Some of you all may have been dealing with the Capricorn with this King of Pentacles, and they seem like a gifter, not a grifter. Even though they might be that too, but a gifter. Like, whenever you all have had issues, the way that they would try to fix it, Tower in reverse, before things got too out of hand, is to try to give you some type of gift. I'm hearing, I can buy my own flowers, Miley. Tower, Two of Cups. Yeah, Six of Cups, Six of Coins energy is the energy of giving. So yeah, this person didn't even need cards for that. Like, call it that shit. 1111. Whenever they fuck up, they think that they can pay a bill. They think that they can buy a purse. They think that they can take you to dinner. They think that some type of monetary recompense is how they get the situation solved. And I think that that may have been a big problem for you all anyways, just in general, because you're like, bitch, stop trying to buy me, and how about take accountability? Stop trying to buy me and say that you were wrong. What about an apology? What about a correction in your actions? Like, why do you keep trying to throw money at the issues? That's not what I want. That's not what I need. That's not what makes a relationship grow, flourish, be strong, be long lasting. You can't buy a good relationship. Like, it takes work. And I feel like this person, they may be a little bit like emotionally devoid, or like emotionally unavailable. They may struggle with expression of emotions. And because you are as watery as you are, because you have learned to master your emotions, because you have, I don't know, I'm getting this energy of like, become best friends with your emotions. If you need to cry, you cry. If you need to be angry, you let your anger out in a positive way. But you've learned to be very emotionally mature and learn to channel your emotions and regulate them. And this person seems to even not have them. Like, this person's energy is very robotic. It's very like out of touch, and it's, you need more emotional connection, and this person just doesn't deliver it. And so that's why you're okay with walking away from this, with blocking this person. You see that there's not going to be any growth. Tell me about the Seven of Pentacles. Knight of Coins. Knight of Coins. What is he doing right now? Walking towards you with what? A gift. You're like, that's all you're ever going to do. You're going to just keep doing the same. Okay. Well, since you don't get it, let's go ahead and end it here. Bottom of the deck is a Page of Cups. Like, that's a message of love with a gift attached. Like, come on, bro. Bro. Bro, what about therapy? What about emotional availability? Like, what happened in this connection, Spirit? Tell me more. Island Time Wellness, what we got? What we got? The mirror, mirroring each other. Self-image, relationship reflects our wounds and introspection. But I feel like while this relationship may have reflected you all's wounds, one of you saw the reflection and improved the reflection. Like, you all were triggered by this person. You all sat with yourself and was like, well, why does this thing trigger me? Why is it so hard for me to XYZ? And you all have worked through it, while this person is exactly where you found them emotionally, like no growth. And instead of, like, while this person may have been triggered by you as well, it feels like they have just taken those triggers, those moments of being triggered, and they're just like storing them away as like what is it, like resentments. They're just like storing away resentments, like a squirrel saving for winter. So they just got a tree full of resentments because they refuse to work on the triggers that you've shown them. So while this relationship helped you grow, this person is still stuck because they refuse to do the work. Key, heart with the key is in reverse. This person is not the one. This person is a karmic and not a divine masculine. Okay? But the work that you have put in to better yourself is actually putting you in a position to meet someone who is more in alignment with you. So I feel like that's why, maybe you know this already, 1313. Maybe you know this already, and that's why it's, I'm not gonna say easy, but this is why you know that you just have to leave this situation where it's at. Love call in the reverse. Yeah, so this person may still try to reach out, still try to call you, still try to profess their feelings for you, but like, I don't even know that you believe them, because like, do you have feelings? Because you're really struggling emotionally, whereas I'm flourishing and becoming more emotionally mature. Now all of a sudden you have feelings and now you want to call me? Like, where was that emotion when I needed you to express said emotion? Bottom of the deck is the addiction card. This person might be just a codependent. It's giving emotionally, what is it? Like, this person is avoidant but also dependent, and that's ghetto. Yeah. Friend, y'all are doing what you gotta do. Y'all are doing what y'all got to do. All right, so let's get an angel number and a song message for you all. Yo, spirit be spiriting, cannot make it the fuck up. Your angel number is 929, and the message says walk away. It's gonna be backwards, but y'all see that? Walk away. Release, let go, new beginnings, self-respect, moving on, freedom. Let go of people and situations that no longer support your spiritual growth. You deserve love and respect, and it is right to seek environments that honor your well-being. What aspects of your life or relationships are no longer serving your highest good, and how can you start moving away from these influences? Identify one relationship or situation that is holding you back and make a plan to gradually distance yourself from it. Focus on surrounding yourself with people and experiences that uplift and support you también. Okay, and what is the song message? Hey y'all, welcome. Oh, I got some songs over here. That's okay. What is the song message here? For Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, North Node, placements in stelliums. I love when this song comes out. Wake up, Mr. West. Nothing's ever promised tomorrow. today. Trust that it may be the only way. Look, and I heard him say, nothing's ever promised tomorrow today. Yeah, some of y'all are understanding. Like, you don't have the time. You don't got all. Time is of the essence. You only have one life to live, and you cannot continue to waste your time on this person who refuses to get right. Very much get right or get left, and you all are choosing to leave them where they are because they refuse to get right. I feel like you all have given this person multiple chances to do right by you, to treat you right, to honor you, to respect you, to value you. You've given them multiple chances, and they took you for granted. They thought that you would always be there. They thought that you loved them so much that no matter how many times they betrayed you, how many times they hurt you, how many times they just refused to grow, to be better, that you would be there. But the gag is that you value yourself more than you value the relationship. And I feel like that's something they didn't expect. And I feel like that may be because there was a time where you forsook, you had forsaken, that feels right, yourself in favor of the relationship. You may have put your own dreams, desires, wants, needs on the back burner in favor of this relationship. And that's what they expected of you. That's what they thought that you would continue to do until you didn't. So now you're shaking their whole fucking world up by putting yourself first. And that's how it should be. So congratulations on prioritizing yourself, loving yourself, and honoring yourself. And don't settle for anything less moving forward. Okay? All right. Stay tuned for the oracles if you're interested in oracles, Cancer. But we're moving on to Pisces. Hey, Pisces. How y'all doing? How your mama doing? Let's get into your business. Thank you, guys. Make sure y'all subscribe. Make sure y'all turn your notifications on. Set them to all so you don't miss any of the daily energies or anytime I go live, any of the collective messages or the sign-specific messages. All right. Spirit, put me in a business. What's going on with Pisces in the recent past? Ten of Cups. Something in, I don't know if it's in reverse, but I can't see it. Okay. What's happening in the present? Okay. What's happening in the present? What's happening in the present? All right. And what's happening in that near future? Okay. Ooh. Y'all probably not gonna like what I'm finna tell you about the near future because most people never do. But you're gonna have to get into it, yeah. Okay. All right. So, okay. In the recent past, we had the Ten of Cups, we had the Ten of Pentacles, we had the Page of Cups. So we had a little happy family situation going on. We had this long-term stability. We had the happiness, white picket fence, American dream, Page of Cups here as well. There was some type of good news that came in. Page of Cups can also represent pregnancy as well. But it just is giving that the recent past was looking really cute. Everything seemed like, you know, everything was on the up and the up. Okay. This is a collective reading, Pete. So look for your sign, honey. Okay, let's clarify. Like, I mean, the recent past looks all good to me. Like, what's up? We saw what the general message was, though. So let's see how we went from this to where we currently are. Nine of Cups, wish fulfillment. King of Wands, Wheel of Fortune. Yeah, so it looks like everything was on the up and up. Wishes were seemingly being fulfilled. And then we have the King of Wands in the reverse and the Wheel of Fortune. So there may have been a downturn in finances or a career situation, or the masculine in the equation may have took a tumble. Not physically, but like there was a shift in the fortune for the masculine in the equation. It seems like we went from good times to hard times. So we have the Queen of Wands here. We have the King of Cups. And we have the Seven of Swords. In the present, there is some deception. You all could have been dealing with a fire sign or someone with heavy fire placements, or someone who's just like very attractive, very much the main character energy, who has a lot of eyes on them. But there was some type of deception with that person, male or female. There was some type of deception with that person. So, it's giving the energy of like, you all might have thought life was good with this person, but they had a lot of secrets. And they may have been very good at keeping those secrets from you, keeping like financial issues away from your sight, still being able to put on a mask or present as if things are well as far as finances and career are concerned. There may have been a job loss here, and this person just continued to get up every morning, put on their suit and tie, and take their lunch and go on and go to work, and they literally didn't have a job. Like this person is a really good actor, is what it's giving. Okay, clarify this. Page of Swords, King of Swords, the Hermit. What is this? It feels like this person was doing their own thing or making plans to do their own thing. And that's what the deception was. If you were in a connection with someone, it's like they made it seem like everything was going to be all good between the two of you, but they were like working out a plan to be by themselves, to cut you off, to escape you, to move away from you. But you didn't see it coming because they made it seem like everything was all good. They made it seem like everything was taken care of, one big happy family, don't worry about it. What kind of shiesty ass shit is this? Nine of Coins. You may have had some type of financial reliance on this person. And they were like trying to figure out a way to quietly cut you off. They may have been doing something funny with the money. Moving it around, moving it into other accounts unbeknownst to you. Like if you had access to a certain account that you shared with them, they may have had like 2 or 3 other accounts that you knew nothing about. Like this person was making some moves in silence and they were like shiesty as hell. I don't want to be nosy. I'm sorry. What's going on here? Or this could be happening now. So like if the person that you're dealing with, look, 9 of Coins, 3 of Swords. Like this person is fully intending to break your heart, to cut you off, to escape you, abandon you. This person is fully intending to go on in life without you. But it just seems like a big happy family right now. So you're like, you don't even, like, where is this coming from? Why, where is this coming from? What the fuck? So in the near future, that puts you as the Hermit, also alone, with the Judgment energy, having to make some heavy decisions with the Two of Wands about your new beginning. The new beginning that you're being forced into. You're having to figure out what's your path ahead now. The bottom of the deck is the Magician card. So I do feel like you may have resources, even if this person was like the primary breadwinner, or the person like funding your life and taking care of you and your family, if you all have a family together. And it may come to you as like quite a shock. You may be sideswiped, but you're going to be okay. You do have resources available to you. And you're just really going to have to do some soul searching, make some hard choices about what the path ahead is going to look like. Tell me more. Judgment in the reverse is clarifying that. Some of you all don't want to make a judgment, or you feel like you can't. Some of you all are feeling like you want to just give up. If there are children involved, you really just can't give up though, right? Page of Cups. Yeah. If there's children involved, you really just can't give up. I do feel like I said, resources are available to you, but with the Page of Cups energy, there may be some good news that comes in when you are at your lowest point. When you feel like just completely giving up, there may be some type of breakthrough, some type of good news that comes in that ooh, that kind of stops you from doing something crazy or just giving up. That's not for everybody. Some of you all are at a breaking point, or are approaching a breaking point where you may be considering the unspeakable, unthinkable, but push through. And it's crazy because I've been feeling a need to do a video on that recently. So maybe it's because y'all need to hear it. But just push through that energy, push through those negative thoughts, push through the desire to give up or check out of life early, the ideation. And it happens on this journey more than people like to discuss, more than people like to admit. And I just personally feel like it's just part of the journey. And it's amazing when you realize that you've overcome it. Like once you decide that's not what you're going to do, and you keep pushing through, and you see where life takes you and the things that you accomplish and the things that unfold for you, you're like so grateful that you didn't do what you thought you might have wanted to do at that time. And you start to understand, like it was a test. You start to understand that you were stronger than that, that you were bigger than that. And because of that, you will receive so much more. So if that's where your head is at, just please push through. Reach out for help if you need it. Utilize your resources. Don't do it. If that's not where your head is, and you just are feeling hopeless, and you're just feeling like giving up on fighting, just still keep going. Look into your resources, check in with your community, go to your churches, to these places that are meant to help people, and let them help you. Don't be too proud to say that you need it. Okay? Reach out to your friends who you know are your friends. Not those that are going to try to throw this in your face or beat you while you're down, but those who are going to try to uplift you and assist you in your time. Okay? But yeah, it does look like there may be a little bit of a rough patch coming here because of a counterpart that is not on the up and up. Someone here is lying. Someone here is scamming. Someone here is about to put you in a position that's going to be difficult for you. But you're going to pull through. There's going to be some good news that comes through for you. You're going to survive this. Okay, so what's going on here? Island sign wellness, what we got? Lightning, yeah. Sudden change, shocking news, surprise, epiphany, upheaval, and transformation. Tower energy. I was wondering where the hell the tower was because this reading is giving very much tower. So there she is, the lightning. Not today. Not dealing with hurt, avoiding a conversation, call, person, boundaries, and still angry. In reverse, maybe you all are getting to the point where you don't even want to deal with this person anymore, but maybe still giving in when they do call you. Some of you all are hoping that when you have contact with this person that there is a shift or there is a change or they've had a change of heart or something like that, but I don't think that they will, because I do feel like this is you being pushed into your dark night of the soul. This is something that, regardless of how messed up the other person is, like, this is something that is divinely guided. This is something that's meant to happen to you divinely. I feel like this situation is just out of alignment with you because you have the Paradise card in the reverse. Happiness, expansion, joy, playfulness, oneness, enjoying each other. In the upright, this would be your person. This would be your forever. This would be what was supposed to happen. But in the reverse, it feels like this was temporary. And you were supposed to be comfortable, and you were supposed to think that this was forever, and you were supposed to think that life was good and everything was all great because you were supposed to be shaken out of it, because it was supposed to be upheavaled, because this is what forces you into your enlightenment. This is what helps you evolve spiritually. Unfortunately, a lot of us do endure something like this on our spiritual journey because it's, in a sense, an initiation. And this is what's going to open you up to a lot of your spiritual gifts. This is what's going to help you find your soul purpose, your soul family, your actual person, and help you find yourself. Okay, so what is the song message that resonates with this for Pisces? Other Side of the Game, Erykah Badu. Don't worry, babe. I know there's confusion. God's gonna see us through, yeah. Peace after revolution. Okay, this says complicated and complex situation. Okay, gave me the life that I came to live. Gave me the song that I came to give. Pressure zone and the seed is grown. I can't make it on my own. See, summer came around, then the flowers bloom. He became the sun, I became the moon. Precious gift that we both received. Somebody is pregnant. This, or could this be make-believe? Yeah, it's a difficult time. It's a hard time. But God, the divine, is going to see you through it. This is a revolution of self. That it's part of the process. It's part of the journey. It's part of your evolution into a spiritual powerhouse, into a fully embodied divine being. You're going to be grateful for it. Maybe not now. Maybe not a year from now. Maybe not 5 years from now. But there's going to come a time where it all makes sense. Where you understand why you have to go through what you had to go through. Why it had to hurt so bad. And you're going to be such an elevated and powerful being at that point that you're going to have nothing but gratitude. You're going to have nothing but gratitude for all that you've experienced. And that includes the pain. So I didn't do your angel message. I mean, your angel number. Let's see what that is. What is the angel number for Pisces? Yeah, I'm not making this shit up, gang. I know what I'm talking about most of the time. Your angel number is 5. And that is the energy of transformation, change, acceptance, growth, abundance, alignment, potential, and soul's calling. Change is happening, and your task is to accept it. This transformation will bring you fortune and abundance, aligning you with your true soul's calling. I said that. You are realizing your potential. How can you fully embrace the changes happening in your life and trust that they are guiding you towards your true potential? Today, embrace a change in your life, big or small, and take a step towards aligning with your soul's true calling. Guys, not trying to make this about me, but I literally experienced this, and I'm telling you from a place of experience. I had the marriage, the white picket fence, all that, trying to conceive, all of that. Like, I thought life was pretty perfect, and then out of the blue, all of it was gone. And I was living in my car crying through the end of a marriage. But I was also crying through the beginning of a very powerful spiritual journey that brought me to where I am today. That made me who I am today. That gave me or helped me understand and expand the spiritual gifts that I have today. So just understand that it's not for nothing. That there is a reason, even if it feels fucked up. Because it does. And that's the only way to put it. That's the only way to put it. It does feel fucked up. Alright? But it's going to be worth it, I promise. Alright, so let's get into Scorpio's energy. Yeah. You can't make it on your own. Alright, tell me about the recent past for Scorpio. I thought it was crazy that song came out, Kiana, but is it really? Tell me about the recent past for Scorpio. Okay, Scorpio. Speaking of Scorpio, where the hell is Hello Vegeta? We looking for you. Paging Hello Vegeta. You better comment on this video if you come here. Cause questions. Miss you. Alright, what's in the present here? What's in the present for the Scorpio? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, North Node placements, and stelliums. And cross watchers. Because some of y'all be nosy. Okay, and what's in the near future for the Scorpio collective? Scorpio. Because, you know, for real, like, what's really been going on? Because I ain't been getting no energy from y'all lately. Y'all readings ain't been, like, going up like how they normally do. Like, I don't feel you all's presence. And I think I'm starting to see why through these cards. Y'all been going through something quietly, silently by yourself. Not saying too much to nobody. With the Moon, the Queen of Swords, and the Justice card. You all have been going through some type of like karmic lessons. Some type of karmic justice has been taking place in your life. You all have been making some decisions. There may have been some court cases happening as well that have been quietly dealt with, custody battles. Ace of Wands is clarifying all of this. But it feels like you all were just in a stage of like dealing with that quietly. Some of you all haven't been communicating with even like your friends, your family. You've just been quietly dealing with this behind the scenes. And finally, things have been resolved and the door has been open for you all to move forward with the Ace of Wands. Ooh, excuse me. Yeah. Somebody might have been locked up. Somebody might have been locked up. Either a Scorpio, or if you're dealing with a Scorpio, either you were locked up or the person you was dealing with was locked up. Because I'm seeing legal battles quietly behind the scenes dealing with these legal things, and then the door is open like y'all was released. What the hell? Okay. All right. If you were not physically in jail, you may have felt like you were in like spiritual jail or some type of like exile away from people for a while. And this was meant to help strengthen you in some way, shape, or form. Help you, I'm hearing like fortify a dream, a wish, a plan, something that you're trying to bring into fruition. You couldn't be distracted by other people. You couldn't be dealing with the randomness of other people. Three of Coins in reverse. You couldn't be distracted. Yeah, the bottom of the deck here is the Three of Coins in the upright. So you are like building. You were trying to grow in some way. And there were certain people that you had to be taken away from or step away from because they were distracting, because they would have led you off your course. Ace of Coins, they would have made you miss an opportunity. Ace of Coins is in the reverse. So it's kind of like Spirit had you, yeah. There's like certain people that are bad influences to you. And I understand that you're like grown as fuck. Like this is not a PBS teen special. Like you can't just be influenced. Like, here, Johnny, try this, whatever. But I don't think it was so much that like the universe thinks that you are a gullible child, so much as their aggression, their forcefulness, their lack of respect for boundaries would have been what took you off course. Like you had to be put away from certain people. Okay? But I's free now. You're free now, okay? You have a new beginning. You are replenished. You are restored. Your cup has been refilled. You are now the Empress, male or female. You have all the resources available to you that you need. Your soil is currently fertile. You have the ability to grow ideas, to grow businesses, whatever it is that you have on your mind, you have the ability to bring it into the physical world. And with the Seven of Cups here, I feel like there's a certain dream that you want to bring into fruition, and now you have whatever it is that you need spiritually, mentally, emotionally, even tangibly, to make this thing come true, to elevate yourself. Tell me more. Four of Coins. You have disposable income. You have money to release. You have resources that can be poured into this. The World card, it felt kind of sideways. Like, so I feel like you're kind of almost done with this. Or I heard Kurt Franklin, it ain't over, it ain't over, it ain't over. Like, maybe there was a setback with this, with getting this thing completed, whatever this is, but it's not over. You still have more time. You still have more opportunity to get this thing completed, to bring you what it is that you are desiring. Hermit in the reverse. For some of you all, what's not over is the isolation. Like, you may feel a little bit more free, but Spirit is still saying, like, you still don't need to be outside. Not yet. You still need to be, like, focusing on what you need to focus on, but the restrictions may be released. You may feel less limited now. You may feel like you got a little bit more elbow room to start, growing and building whatever this is. Okay, so yeah, you were put in hermit mode. You were placed in isolation because there is something that you needed to be focusing on without distraction. And certain people are only here to be a distraction. Certain people don't want you to be successful. Certain people are being used by forces that want to work against you, that don't want to see you flourish, that don't want you to bring into this world what might help a lot of people, what might raise vibrations, what might benefit the collective in a charitable manner. Like, there are certain energies that just don't want to see you be great, because you being great means that a lot of other people get to benefit from said greatness. All right, so let's see what's going on here. Island time wellness. What we got? Hammer. Sabotage. Didn't I say there are certain people being used that don't want you to grow, that don't want you to be great, and that's why Spirit isolated you from them. The Hammer card. But you're persistent. You're going to continue to work on it. Yeah, but there are people trying to sabotage you, Buki. If you thought that there wasn't. Cassette card. Outdated thinking, conditioning, replaying events over in your head. It came out in the reverse. I feel like you all have learned to pivot. You're no longer trying to do the same old thing, expecting a better result. You're understanding that you got to do something different if you want to see something done differently. You got to do things differently if you want to see something come to fruition, because what you've been doing ain't been working. The engagement ring. Engagement, partnership, commitment, eternity, completion, and union. Some of you all might be working on a connection. Some of you all might have been working on that connection quietly and in private. That might be the thing. Ooh. Okay. Download. Some of you all have been quietly working on a reconciliation with someone from the past. And I feel like, I got this message before for Scorpio. I feel like whoever this person is, you know that this person is for you. That person knows that you're for them. But third party energy, outside people don't want to see y'all together. And I feel like you all have been sabotaged previously by this outside energy. Of course, I'm hearing Akon. Nobody wanna see us together, but it don't matter, no, 'cause I got you, babe. Like, and I feel like you and this person have been hermiting together for somebody. This may not be everyone's message, but some of you all have been quietly, silently working on a partnership, unbeknownst to anybody. Some of you all have been rectifying a marriage, unbeknownst to anybody, just in silence. And it's because you know, and they know, that there's so many people who don't want y'all to be together, who would do whatever it takes to sabotage the connection. So y'all just decided nobody would know. How about that? How about that? Okay. I feel like there was a lot of standards projected onto what y'all's relationship should have been the first time around, and you all were too busy trying to live up to those standards or trying to do what was expected of you by outside people, that you all didn't get a chance to enjoy the relationship, just the two of you. Okay, so yeah, take that how it resonates. The card at the bottom of the deck says camera, learning from the past and making memories. So you all are learning from past mistakes and making new memories with this person. All right, so let's get a song message. This is a collective, and you can watch for your sun, moon, rising, Venus, north node placements. If you have a stellium in any water element or any water sign, and if you're cross-watching for a water sign. All right, what song message resonates with this message for Scorpio? Yeah, this might be about a secret relationship that y'all are working on away from somebody or away from several people. Because the song is Lose Control by Teddy Swims. I lose control when you're not here with me. Can't you see? Yeah, so y'all might have been like, man, fuck what these people are talking about. I don't want this to be over. The World card did try to come in the reverse a little bit. Like there's something that you don't want to be over. Some of you all, we did start with the Emperor, and we have the Empress in the near future. So they're divine union. Some of y'all, like, this might be some twin flame type stuff. Like, some of y'all know that this person is your person. You know that this is your divine counterpart. And you know that people have intentionally been trying to inflict discourse or disharmony in this connection. And you were like, no, not this time. Actually, we're not even going to tell nobody that we're linking back up. We're going to just quietly work on our shit quietly. So how about that? So, I mean, so if that's the energy, good luck, Godspeed. Bless you. Hope everything works out as it is meant to. For better or for worse. Let's move into the oracles. All right. Oracles. We're going to do some moonology to start. That feels right. What does my water sign collective need to know? Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, North Node placements. Stelliums, cross watchers. First card out, full moon in Cancer. A personal issue reaches resolution. I'm going to say revolution. Maybe the personal issue reaches a resolution because you have to revolt or do something unexpected. Okay, but whatever the issue is, there is going to be some type of closure to this. This may involve family. This may involve your home situation with the Cancer energy here. But you are about to see a resolution to your issue. Next card. Nothing yet is set in stone. That is the mutable moon card. What that means is if you don't like the way things are currently going, the cement ain't dry yet. Scoop that shit up. Reset it, okay? If you don't like how things are, you have the power to change it still. So don't feel like you are forced into anything that you don't want to do. If you don't like it, we're not doing it. Do something else. Pivot. Shift. And what is the last moonology? Yeah, a lot of y'all, like I said in the beginning, in the general reading, y'all are understanding that something is done with somebody that is not going to grow beyond what it has been. And you are cutting it off completely. And because of that, we have the new moon in Libra. A new romantic cycle begins. Okay? There's a new love coming in. A balanced love, a just love, a fair love. That's Libra in energy. That's the scales. Okay? Unless you're a part of that very small Scorpio collective that is actually secretly working on something with a divine counterpart. But either way, there's a new cycle coming through in love as we quickly approach cuffing season. The energy is always the same every year. This is how I know that astrology, spirituality, all this shit is real, because the energy repeats at the same time every single year. Cuffing season is now. Everybody finna be booed up in a couple months. Watch. So, let's get a crystal spirit. What is lollipopping? I be lollipopping. All right. What crystal spirit resonates with this reading for my collective? Not three of them. Not three of them. Okay, we got orange sapphire. Okay. Let's see what's that about. It's number 41, reduces down to 5. 5 is about change, and that is what is happening for you all right now. Essential meaning, joy and sensuality, respecting your body, body love. I said it was going to be cuffing season, right? Joy and sensuality. Okay. Just as healing crystals are of the earth, yet separate from it, we are part of Gaia. And the same water minerals and crystals are found within us as well as within the earth. Sometimes we can feel completely in our heads and out of touch with our bodies. But Orange Sapphire Spirit is here to remind us that our bodies will serve us through our lifetime. So treat yours lovingly. Nourish it with good foods from the earth and water that will replenish you. Wonder at your body's beauty and strength. Marvel at its ability to keep your heart beating and your lungs inhaling and exhaling without your conscious effort. Regardless of the flaws you think your body has, now is the time to pay attention to it and tend to it with love. The message of Orange Sapphire Spirit is to honor your body and experience its miracles. The senses that distinguish so many different scents, sounds, textures, and colors. Be fully present in your body today and observe what you experience and what your body has to tell you. Care for it and express gratitude for it. For it's through your body's senses that you can experience pleasure. All right, so coming up in this next season, you all are about to have a lot of pleasure. But Spirit does need you to take care of your body so you can experience those pleasures to the fullest extent. Okay, so let's get an African goddess. I was willing. We got two of them. Oh. Crazy. This is what they meant when they said that you need to take care of your body. Before I even read the cards, I'm going to just get what I'm getting intuitively from these cards. So the first card you have is Allah, and she is the goddess of grief. And then the second card we have is Tanit, and that is the goddess of pleasure. So some of you all still have some grief left that needs to be released in order for you to be able to invite in the ability to experience pleasure. And that can be pleasure in a sensual way, but that can just also be the pleasures of life. Eating, drinking, being merry, having new experiences. It feels like this energy of grief, for some of you all, it is what you've lost. The past relationship, the hopes, the dreams, what you thought you would have with someone, and having to end it, having to realize that it's run its course and it's not going to be what you all hoped and imagined that it would be. And you are still holding on to the grief of that loss because you want to appear strong. You want to appear like you're getting through it without, too much. It's nothing. People break up every day. It's nothing. But honestly, it is something. And you need to honor the grief that you hold about the loss. Even if the person was a trash person, if they mistreated you, there is still, like, if you don't care about losing that person, you still have to acknowledge and respect the grief of what could have been. That's what you're losing. That's what you're grieving. What could have been. Like, this is someone who you thought you would have forever with. And it ended in a way that you didn't expect, and that's okay. And that is something that you can grieve. You don't have to, and I get this a lot from clients and just from people in general. I always hear like, I'm not about to cry for them. They're not worth my tears. You're not crying for them. You're crying for you. You're crying to lighten your load. You're crying to release yourself of the heavy burden of grief. Because the longer you quietly carry that, the longer you disregard and try to ignore that you are grieving, the heavier the burden gets. So you're not crying for anyone else but you. This is a favor that you're doing for yourself. Okay? So in order for you to move into the energy where you can experience pleasure fully, you have to release pain fully. Okay? So Allah is the goddess of grief. She's number 29. That reduces down to 11. And 11 is divine alignment. Goddess of grief, Igbo, Nigeria. Temple of lovers. Element of the bush. The ancient mother Allah is the foremost Igbo Alusi. Goddess Allah oversees motherhood, fertility, and the afterlife. After death, humans return to the womb of Allah, planted in the soul to reincarnate. Her guidance says, give spirit your grief. Bawl it out, wail it out, cry it out, sob, shriek, shed tears, surrender it. You are holding unprocessed grief. You want to skip over it and get back to normal, but grief doesn't go away because you ignore it. The only way to healing is to walk through it. Losing a loved one is the ultimate heartbreak, but you also experience grief after breakups, job loss, and disappointments. Self-love and self-care are required. Ask for support and be gentle with yourself. Goddess declaration, I am supported by my loved ones, those who are seen and those who are unseen. Okay? I am supported by my loved ones, those who are seen and those who are unseen. If that resonates, put it in the comments. Crazy enough, Tanit is the goddess of pleasure. Number 11 is her number. And Allah is 29, which reduces down to 11. So we have 11, 11. So it's like these cards are like meant to be together. Release the grief, invite in the pleasure. Okay, so goddess of pleasure from Tunisia, temple of conjurers, element of air. Tanit was the goddess of the stars in ancient Carthage. Today, all the way over in Ibiza, they still have pleasure-filled full moon midnight table dance parties in her name. Crazy because we're going through a full moon right now. And it's an eclipse. Maybe I need to have a little pleasure party. I don't know. Her guidance says, you are thirsty for a lot more pleasure. You can't thrive when life feels dry. You are made of laughter and stardust, not sawdust. Pleasure is your birthright, a gift from the universe. How much juicy pleasure can you stand? Turn up the pleasure principle. You secretly feel that you don't deserve it, but pleasure is a healing and manifesting force. Laughing, loving, and orgasmic joy is holy. Hold your hands over your reproductive area and say, I deserve pleasure. Goddess declaration, it feels good to feel good. It feels good to feel good. If that resonates, put it in the comments below. It feels good to feel good. Yeah, it feels good. Little Tony for y'all. Y'all know. Kids today will never know. All right. Let's do a few rebel messages. Postcard from spirit. And that will be that on that. Rebel, talk nice. Or don't. I don't care. But please tell my collective what they need to hear. All right. What is the first rebel message for my hard heads? The lightning card, which is crazy because the lightning came out for one of y'all. Figure shit out on your own is what it says. You got this. Figure it out on your own. Now, I'm going to add this caveat because, like I said earlier, some of you all do need the support of your ancestors. You need the support of your A1 day ones, the ones that you can trust that are really your friends. But there are certain things, and you need to use your discernment on this, that you need to work on alone. There are certain things that you know that you can't go to a certain friend about. So don't just go to that friend because you just want to talk about it. Even though you know that whatever advice or whatever is going to come from maybe not a bad place, but maybe they got some trauma, and you know that whatever advice they're going to give you is going to be trauma filled. So like certain things, it's okay to just handle on your own. That's not saying you have to do everything alone, but you know what you need to not bring to certain people. Okay? Some things are just for you, and you'll know them by discernment, by intuition. Okay. Second, get the fuck outside and move your ass. Your body is pissed at you. Some of you all need to be outside, breathing in air, touching grass, gardening, petting animals. Like some of you all have been cooped up in the house and your body is not happy. We also have messages about taking care of your body, about what you put into your body. We are entering Virgo season. That is all about health. It is all about routine and all of that jazz. So you all may be feeling compelled just naturally, just spiritually, astrologically, by the time period that we're in to just focus more on your health. And this is your confirmation to do that shit. Do that shit. And lastly, pero like not leastly, the last card says that project, that person, that idea is waiting. Get after that shit. The whole world has your back. So whatever you are after will be successful. Stop putting something on the back burner and just do it. Just do that shit, okay? Because you are supported divinely. All right, and let's get your postcard from Spirit. Postcard from Spirit. Let's hear it. What y'all got to say, Spirit? Let's get a little postcard. We going outside. Popping out because it's hot out. Finna pop out. Okay, anyways. It says, dearest you, miracles never run out. Look back over your life and you will see so many moments of synchronicity when all the right people, the right places, the right opportunities, and the right time just showed up without any of your help. Think back to how you felt just before a miracle happened. You felt you were giving up, but it was more like a gentle surrender to whatever was about to happen. We want you to know that miracles are being concocted for you and that you will never ever run out of them. You just don't get to choose how they will come, who will deliver them, when they will show up, and what they will do for you. All of that is our department. Spirit knows Spirit knows what is best for you and what wants to be expressed through you. You are an incredible and amazing magnet for miracles. That would be a good mantra for you today. We're on it. Relax. You are an incredible and amazing magnet for miracles. Okay? If you only knew how much you were loved. Sigh. All right. So things are working out. Even if you're going through a period of hardship, even if you're going through the most terrible divorce, breakup, friendship, separation, whatever it is, whoever this is you separated from, whoever you have to block, whoever, friend, family, or foe, just know that it is divinely guided and it is for your betterment. It is for your upliftment. It's going to be okay. You're going to be all right. It's happening for a reason. Okay? And you're going to come out on the other side of this elevated, promoted divinely, by spirit. Some of you all are being forced into divine counterpart connections, and that's why you had to leave behind that husband or wife, that long-term boyfriend or girlfriend that wouldn't commit, that emotionally unavailable person who kept giving you the runaround, who kept telling you we didn't need a title, you know what it is, what's understood don't have to be explained. Like, whoever it is that spirit is telling you to leave where they at, it's because they're putting you in alignment with someone who is on the same page with you, who's going to choose you first, who's going to prioritize you, who's not going to have you in the state of confusion. You're going to know where you stand with this person, always. Okay, so that is the message, water signs. If this resonates for you, let me know in the comments below. Make sure that y'all like, share, subscribe. Turn those notification bells on and set them to all, okay? There's a catalog of over 2,000 videos on this channel. You can find them easily by going through my things. All right, if you want to find readings, they're there. If you want to find spiritual conversations, they're there. If you want to look at Spooky Saturday, where I go over spooky stories and give you my medium perspective, they're there. It's things on this channel, so make sure you subscribe. Make sure you go through the catalog. Make sure you comment, like, and do all the things, okay? If you're looking for a personal reading, you can book at SavyCynthia.com. That's in the description box below. If you want some bonus content, you can become a member. All you got to do is hit join underneath this video. You can also become a patron on Patreon, which is in the description box below as well. All right, so make sure y'all explore the things. Welcome to my side of YouTube. And until the very next time I read for you all, which will be tomorrow, I'm wishing you all love and light. Now, please go get right, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye, gang.